Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this amazing Spider-Man action figure, and looks like it's a Mafex 001, and it is by Medicom down here. And here's how the packaging looks from the front. And on the side, you see a picture of Spider-Man, and on the back, an array of poses which you could give him. And on the side here, it's kind of cool. You see Spider-Man that's actually crouching, so that is extremely nice. So let's get him out of packaging. Alright, and here's the figure outside the packaging, and he comes with one of these stand. It's very Tamashi looking stand. And then there's the figure itself, and then he got quite an assortment of hands. We have, well, they have a pair of each. So one that's on him right now. This is the holding the webbing hand. And then two relaxed hands, two web shooting hands, and then two jazz hands, and then two fists. And then we have, you could hardly see it, but there are three webbings right here. One is just a string, and the other two has a loop. Kind of see there's a loop there. It's supposed to go over his wrist. So there we have everything, and let's get a good look at Spider-Man now. Alright, and here's what Spider-Man looks like from the front. This is based off of The Amazing Spider-Man. And here he is from the side. From the back. And the other side. Alright, now let's do a closer look at the mask itself. As you can see, it is gold color, and it is a reflective gold color. And the way they made this, it looks like the lens, the gold foil lens, is actually inside a piece of plastic too. Because the outer layer, there's translucent clear plastic there. And then inside, you can kind of see there is that gold color, that chrome gold color there. So I think they did a really good job with this. The attention to detail, it's quite impressive actually with Spider-Man. And the webbings are nice. And yeah, they aren't just painted on; they're actually sculpted on as well. Even the little patterns on them, the honeycombs. And the legs. The proportion, I think, is really good to, what's his name? The guy who plays Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield? Yeah. And here are the shoes. Show you the bottom of it. Here you go. Bottom of his shoes. And here you can definitely see the web shooter right there. And it is painted correctly, which is very nice. There's the Spider-Man logo. And same thing for the back side. Spider-Man logo. Alright, and this is what impressed me the most, is the fact that Spider-Man could actually do a crouching pose, and a pretty convincing crouching pose too, which I'm very happy about, especially for Spider-Man, because Spider-Man is supposed to be really agile, so he's supposed to be able to pull some of these crazy moves, and this thing will allow you to do that, so I am very impressed by it. Alright, and so let's go over articulation right now. Head is on a ball joint, and then base of the neck there's another ball joint. As you can see, shoulder in there's a ball joint, and then outer shoulder area there's a ball hinge, and then bicep there's a swivel, double jointed elbows, ball hinge wrists, ball jointed chest, ball jointed waist, and ball jointed hips, and then there's a swivel joint around the thigh area, the upper thigh area, and then double jointed knees, ball hinge ankles, and a hinge toe joint as well too. And it's the way they cut those joints, which allows him to have a really good range of motion. And here's a good look at the stand that he comes with. It's a translucent stand, and there's a hinge right there, hinge right up here, hinge right up here, and also a clamp. So you could have Spider-Man do some flying poses. Alright, and here I have the stand clamped onto Spider-Man, and here's a nice pose of him flying through the air. And here, oh, let me zoom out a little bit so you guys could see it. Here you can see the webbing. It's wrapped around his wrist there. So represent he's resemble him shooting the web out. And on the other hand, he is holding to the other strand of webbing. Very cool figure indeed. That's a nice photo. And here's another angle of him flying in the air. And here's a nice pose of him shooting webs with both hands. Again, very impressed with the Spider-Man. Great figure. Definitely worth getting. And got this off of Ami, and I think BBTS has them now, but they are quite expensive over at BBTS. About 55, I think, for this 5-inch figure. And here's the side view of him shooting the webs. Very nice indeed. Alright, one thing I do worry about is that over time the joints will become loose, especially the ball joints, the hips and the shoulders. They are starting to go soft, to go loose on me already, so I would imagine over time the joints will become loose, and I'll have to do something about it to fix it. But as far as the plastic they use, for the most part, this figure is made out of hard plastic. The chest area, however, it's made out of soft plastic, and it is if you squeeze it, it does feel a little bit squishy. But I am surprised that they could get the colors to match perfectly from the hard plastic to the soft plastic. It's because the stomach area is hard plastic, and the chest area is soft plastic. So you can see the colors are matching perfectly. The reds or the red and the blue, they match perfectly, and the color scheme on this guy is really good as well. It's not as bright as what the box showed. Here it's a really bright red and a bright blue, but in reality it's a little bit darker, so it matches how he looked in the movie as well too. So I'm happy with that, and I'm happy with the fact that he has a reflective lens for his eyes. Alright, as far as his height, Spider-Man stands about 6.25 inches tall. And with all the articulation points, he could definitely pull off a very convincing pose while playing pool. So yeah, highly recommend this guy. If you could find him, I suggest pick him up. And but 55, it's a little bit steep. But if you enjoy Spider-Man and you enjoy the fact that he could do quite a lot of poses, anything you could think of practically, I suggest picking the Spider-Man up. It is well worth the price, And so there you go. Thanks for watching.